Welcome to A Taste of AZ podcast, where we interview everyone from James Beard award-winning chefs to local mixologists, winemakers, breweries, and so much more. We've got an awesome episode lined up for you today. But before we get into that, head to atasteofaz.com so you can subscribe to our quarterly magazine and email newsletter to find all of the best places to eat and drink around town. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Now let's get into the episode.
All right, man, we're in Indian School. What are we at? Indian School in 40th?
40th.
It's a beautiful little area right here.
Amazing, yeah.
Especially if you like food and drink, right?
Especially, yeah.
Do you?
I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing in the world.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I would hope so. And you make some pretty great stuff. So
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, well, we are here at Eat Up Drive-In. I've driven by this place many a times. When I told my wife where I was coming today, she was very jealous. She's like, I've been wanting to go to that place. I'm like, well.
Did she ask you to bring her something?
What's that?
Did she ask you to bring you something?
No, because she knows I'll eat it before it even gets home.
Yeah.
So, but we'll have to come here, man. This is, I mean, you've got, just so many great things in this little area. I used to go to Helton Brewery right down the street.
Okay.
Brian Helton is one of my good friends, and now it's the So Starving Artist, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, dude, thanks for joining, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to introduce yourself? Who are you?
My name is Hector Cruz. I'm executive chef for Jocque Concepts.
Yeah. Excellent. How long have you been with Jocque Concepps?
17 years this September.
Wow.
So this month, actually.
Nice, dude. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, that's awesome. So where are you from originally?
Mexico City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I moved in here like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So a few years before you started with Jocque Concepts.
Yeah. Just a little bit before.
Nice, man. Nice. So what was Hector the kid like? Like what was the dream? Did you want to be pro athlete? Did you want to be a chef? What did you
Not pro athlete. I never liked sports that much.
Okay.
Yeah. And neither cooking.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like at some point it just like kicked in and
okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a path? I always like to ask people that because like, oh, dude, I wanted to be professional, dirt bike rider or something like that,
No, not really.
No.
No.
Yeah. Me neither, dude. I was like 38 before I even had an inkling of what I wanted to do. And I'm still not sure at 45.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Arizona?
Well, I mean, Mexico is a hard place to live. It's an amazing, beautiful place, especially Mexico City. It has so much like culture, great food, history. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
So move here to Arizona just looking for a better life, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what did that move look like? Like, did you move with family? Did you move by yourself? Like,
I moved by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started here almost from zero, not speaking the language, not knowing anybody pretty much.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
I started in construction, and then my first job as in the kitchen was as a dishwasher at Denny's.
Okay. At Denny's. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Work overnight, from 10 to 6, run to high school. I started in high school. So I used to run, get out of job, take a shower, don't stink like dishes and grease and head to high school. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's great because you hear so many people, no matter what level they're at in food and beverage, like most of them started in those positions in the back. Right. Yeah. And you reek, right? You smell like I was like 20. I dropped out of college and I worked at Chili's for like 6 months as like a fry cook. Dude, I had batter in my eyelashes for days after. I would shower and it would still be there, I still smelled like awesome blossoms. And
exactly. Yeah, I mean, you clean your ears and you can feel the salt in there. It's weird.
It is. Yeah.
I used to come home and my mom was like, man, you stink, but at least you brought pancakes from Denny's.
Exactly. That's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
So was there something about working, in that industry that drew you in? That like at that moment, did you kind of figure out like what you wanted to do, or?
Not really. At first it was just a job.
Okay.
To tell you the truth. Just to make some money. But after that, I got a better opportunity and a different job. Yeah. It was Barcelona, an old restaurant here in Arizona.
Okay.
And I started moving up in there and I kind of started liking it. Making recipes, cooking different stuff, working with different chefs.
Yeah.
It really attracts me, all the knowledge from different people, all the new things that I never seen and wanted to experiment and copy and redo it. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So it was back there cooking and then seeing like kind of what this could be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I assume the process at Denny's was a little bit different, right? Like you weren't doing stuff from scratch and
no. I mean, throwing a bag of crossing corn in the microwave,
yeah, exactly.
It's not much.
But people know what they're getting, right? They go in the
That's right.
Denny's, they're like, I don't care. It's good.
I mean, some stuff is good, Like I like my what is it called?
The Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too, man. My buddy introduced me to. I'd never been to a Waffle House until like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we went. We were doing. I think we were waiting to pick up something, and we're like, oh, while we're waiting, let's go to Waffle. I'm like, I've never been there, and I was like, dude, this is incredible. My wife was like, oh. She's got. I have very low standards myself as far as like I like it all, man. I like
same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
One day eating fancy food, another day not so fancy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Next thing I'm putting a craft single on a hot dog that I just put in the microwave, and I love it. So all right. So at Barcelona, you kind of started getting this interest in cooking, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And where do you go from there?
Well, I got hired at American Junkie.
Okay.
An old bar in Old Town Scottsdale.
Okay.
Pretty popular. I got hired as a cook. It's part of this company. And from there.
This part is this company, Jocque Concepts.
Jocque Concepts,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, American Junkie.
Yeah.
And from there, it just started opening places and getting the opportunity. Like I didn't know how to do much, how to run a kitchen, but you learn on the go.
You have to.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to run to the store so many times to pick up buns because you forgot to order them. It's not easy, but you learn everything,
Yeah.
I feel like I talk to all my new employees, like people who really start from being a dishwasher and going through the whole process of prep, helping the line, like everything, it makes you at the end who you are, like all the knowledge that you cannot become a chef not knowing how to do dishes.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure. Yeah. Like you would, that kitchen would be all over your ass.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't do dishes well. Ain't gonna last very long, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's really, so I didn't realize that. So at that point, Jocque Concepts, they had American Junkie. Had they opened up, you were saying Chop Shop too, right?
Yes.
Had Chop Shop been open already?
Yeah, no. They came up later.
Okay.
After that American Junkie, we opened a couple of restaurants in California.
Okay.
We moved to Hermosa Beach, Newport. We have Nikki's, San Diego, and Hermosa Beach.
Okay.
And we have American Junkies out there. I moved out there for a few years just to help opening, running places. And when I moved back, it was 2013. Is when we opened Chop Shop.
Okay. Gotcha. Once again, but that's one of my wife's favorites. Like
great.
Dude, she works in Old Town. One of her offices is in Old Town, and like 9 out of 10 times she's like, I'm gonna go to lunch. Where are you going? She's like, Chop Shop.
Yeah, awesome. That's good to hear,
dude. Love Chop Shop. I'm a huge fan myself.
Great.
Too.
What's your favorite thing?
The grinder, like that. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Dude. As a sandwich too, because I think you can do it as a wrap as well. Yeah,
yep.
I like to actually. Do I do it? No, I think I do it as a wrap. I like wraps because I don't like my hands getting kind of dirty. The wrap is like
easy to eat.
Yeah. But she loves what is it, a forbidden rice bowl?
That's the forbidden
steak.
rices.
Yeah.
It was something new back then when we opened.
Yeah.
It was a brand new ingredient that not many people knew. They're coming in and be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Purple rice. Amazing.
Dude, it's so good. And it looks beautiful too.
It looks, and it tastes pretty good.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. There was all the hash. Do you guys still do the hash?
Yeah.
We copied that at home. Like we have our own version of that.
It came out good?
It came out really good. Yeah.
Awesome.
It was different. It was just, obviously your guys is better, but we just kind of looked at some of those main ingredients. I think what is that, like sweet potatoes,
kale, onions.
Yeah, dude. And we just, man. So I'm stealing stuff off you, Hector. So I hope you don't mind.
I mean, that's what recipes are for, right? For people to remake them and tweak it a little bit and make them their own, right?
For sure. I feel like the days of like keeping everything secret, that's gone.
It's gone, man.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I can go on my phone and go on AI and say, hey, what's the recipe for the Z Tejas margarita? And
exactly. Yeah.
It'll tell you. Yeah. I had many of those in my day too. So was it your idea to open the places in California just so you could live there for a few years?
I wish. It was amazing, we're down the street from the beach. It was like walking distance.
Yeah.
So when I moved out there, I was like, man, I'm going to have lunch out here every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you?
No, never.
The vision and the fantasy of something is way different than the reality.
You see me behind the restaurant sitting in a milk tray, having a lunch,
Yeah, exactly. Something quick. So what was it that, what do you think it was that kind of drew you in? Right. Once you kind of started to, once you got to American Junkie and you started, is that kind of when things really started to grasp for you? And you're like, all right, man, this is a path for me.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that you really liked about it?
I guess new stuff.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Opening new concepts, building new menus, meeting new people, all that. That's amazed me, seeing how everything evolution, throughout the process of opening restaurants. And I think all that.
Okay. So it was more than just the actual cooking itself. It was the whole process.
Yes,
staffing,
I think so.
Build out, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you still love all of that stuff 17 years later? Yeah.
I do.
You're the right guy for this job then.
I love it. I shut up every morning on time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The traffic here can be a little touchy. Yeah. Especially Indian school. There's always construction on Indian school, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so American Junkie, and then at least here in Arizona, then you open up the chop shops. And so the last few, so we've got Eat. The Eat is the newest, right?
Eat Up is the newest one. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been open for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years.
Okay.
Right after COVID, right in the middle of COVID.
Sure.
Kinda.
Yeah. Planned that way? Did you plan it that way?
No, we didn't plan it, but it kind of fit into it because during COVID, closing all the restaurants and stuff, we opened a drive-through, which was, great for us.
Yeah.
No contact with people and people can still enjoy our food.
Yeah. For sure. So where did we go from? So opening up Chop Shop, you said 2013 was the first one, right?
Yes.
And then when was the next concept that opened here in that valley?
But we opened Chop Shop Tempe the year after and Chop Shop in Chandler.
Okay.
The same year. Yeah. 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. And after that, we were open Diego Pubs.
Okay.
Is
in Diego, and I've been there. Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprout nachos. Yeah, that's our thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. I always remember Brussels sprouts because my wife loves, anytime you hear it, I know I can get her to go to a place if there's Brussels sprouts.
But you say Brussels sprouts,
and she's in. But I remember those Brussels sprouts were just incredible.
Yeah,
and now I remember they were the Brussels sprout nachos. Yeah.
And we also have Brussels sprout tacos too.
Yeah.
For her too. She loves them.
Do you like Brussels sprouts as well?
I do.
Yeah.
Not as a kid, but now I do.
Me too. Yeah. Certain ways, right? You get them steamed and so I'm like, cut off those ends and throw them in some almond butter. So what?
You get them steamed with no butter, no salt when you're a kid, and you're like, oh man,
what is this shit?
Yeah. But then on top of nachos with cheese, corn, peppers, fried egg on top.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm in.
Exactly.
Are we going there after here?
Yeah, let's
do it. So what's the menu at Diego Pops? What's the inspiration for that?
Diego Pops, it's an inspiration from Ryan and Kaylin, the owners. Okay. From visiting Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Mexican food.
Yeah.
We got authentic / not, I brought a bunch of Mexican recipes, but also trying to fit them in Scottsdale,
Yeah. So it's something with a twist, something a little pizzazz to it. Yeah.
So I think we did an okay job, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And people seems to like our tacos.
Yeah. Dude, people love the place. I always hear people talking about Diego Pops, and I recommend it to people. They're like, hey, we're going to go to Old Town. Where should we eat? Diego Pops is one I always throw out. So
awesome. Thank you.
So, I just got to say, I'm fanboying pretty hard right now because personally, I love your guys' concepts. I do. And I'm glad that Erica from Mac Media, your PR company, they set us up with this episode because for me, it's just I'm excited because you guys have a lot of my favorite places to eat.
Thank you.
So, dude, absolutely. So Diego Pops, you got the Mexican focus with a little Scottsdale pizzazz to it, right? But then the decor, right, as well. It's just a really cool place. It's It's got that vibe to it.
Yeah, we have a great patio. We got the pinks, the greens. Old Mexican colored, bright, and it feels good.
What year did that open?
We opened in 2015.
Okay. Okay.
15. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy to think. I mean, it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but I mean, that was almost 10 years ago.
It's almost 10 years. Yeah.
Which blows my mind. But so from that point for you, the number of places you guys have opened in the last 10 years is pretty impressive.
Yeah. We've been all over the place.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Even to the next state over, dude. I love it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Diego Pops opens up, and then what's next in Arizona for you
Next
guys?
we open Montauk.
Montauk. Okay. Yeah.
Which is just across from Diego Pops.
Prime
sharing
real
parking.
estate, dude. Prime real estate for those two spots. I mean,
our corner in there is amazing. You can see there our brunches,
There's always a good energy coming from the Montauk too. Like you get. So tell me about the Montauk a little bit. Like what is the concept of inspiration for that one?
Well, it's same from Ryan and Kaylin, like from their trips and stuff, they come back and they're like, oh, we want to do this concept.
Yeah.
And they're all like, stick pretty good.
Well, so that's what I think is really cool too, right? Because they and what are the owners' names?
Ryan and Kaylin.
Right, and Kaylin.
Kaylin, yes.
Kaylin, yeah. So I love that they're kind of going different directions with each concept, right? Because I think, I don't want to say it's easy, but you have concepts that are just kind of similar, maybe a little bit of a twist here and there, but to go complete different with each one, it's almost like something I would do, so that like I'm like, oh, I feel like Mexican today, so I'm going to go to a Mexican spot. Next, I'm going to go to this one, So that's a great job to them for mixing it up a little bit.
I mean, it's fun, like each concept is almost completely different than the next one, and it's
So what is the Montauk? Like what
the Montauk is almost like a East Coast restaurant,
Okay.
We got pretty good lobster rolls.
Yeah.
You go there for brunch and it's like a beachy feeling. We got a bunch of windows. Everything is open out to the air. So you sit in there, relax, and enjoy a nice cocktail and brunch.
Yeah. That, I mean, like I said, this location is just beautiful, and it has that vibe to it. And I didn't know it, and it sounds like an East Coast type of name, and it and it has that vibe. So I'm glad you confirmed my assumptions with that, because that's what that's how you feel when you go there. And obviously right now it's a little bit different. It's pretty damn hot here in the valley, right?
Wants to be out there.
But when it starts to cool down, going up, I've never eaten there, but I've had that spark plug so many times.
Oh, that's good.
The coffee vodka drink.
Yeah, shot. Yeah.
Another Walter's home. We redid that at a home as well. We made the coffee ice cubes, and after a couple of brunch parties with having a couple of those, I'm like, man, I need to lay off these a little bit, because coffee with vodka is it's exciting.
It's a good combination.
It is. And it's such a great feeling. So yeah, once again, fanboying, huge fan of the spark plug.
Great, thank you.
I probably made mine at home a little bit stronger than what is legal, but it was worth it, man. So for you, so lobster rolls, what would you eat there? Like if you were, you've got a little time off, you're going to just kind of chill for a little bit, do some computer work. What are you going to order off the menu?
I mean, personally, I'll get the lobster roll and probably the clam chowder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, clam chowder too.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great. Even on the hot days, I stop by to get just a bowl really quick.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice. Yeah. And then, okay, so what's next? So when did Montauk open?
Montauk opened like a few months after Diego Pops.
Okay.
Yeah, same year.
Yeah, gotcha.
After that, we work on the Hot Chick.
Okay.
The Hot Chick on, you been there?
I've not. I think I know where that's at, though. Like, that's kind of a couple streets over from Scottsdale Road.
Yeah, exactly. It's on 75th between Indian School and Camelback.
There's like a building across the street that's like a residential type of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It used to be our old American Junkie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I feel like I'd been there before when it was American Junkie. When did the American Junkie close here?
We closed in 2014, I believe.
I think I'd been there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty big space.
Pretty big space. Yeah.
So,
bar.
Yes. I had some good times there for sure. So what is the Hot Chick? What is that concept?
So the Hot Chick is a really fun place.
Yeah.
We have an old 70s arcade.
Okay.
The whole theme is like 70s.
Yeah.
You got your orange color, yellows, happy faces. It's a cool place. You go there and spend the whole evening, having drinks and playing arcade. We have all kinds of games and stuff.
Yeah.
We got bingo nights. We got brunches. Like, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
Okay. So it's a fun place.
It's a fun place. Yeah.
Food wise, like what do you guys?
Fried chicken. So it's a different concept completely. Yeah.
You didn't even hesitate either. You're like fried chicken, dude.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Personal favorite.
Yeah. So the chick part of it makes sense then, right? It was the chick for the chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like it. So what are some of the highlights of that menu?
Well, my favorite ones will be the hot chick.
Okay.
All our sandwiches are called hot chick, main chick, side chick, sweet chick.
Okay.
They're all chicks.
Yeah. Okay. And you like the hot one?
I like the hot one.
Yeah.
You know, fried chicken, like toss it in like Nashville sauce.
Yeah.
Coleslaw pickles. My mouth is watering right now. You have to hit that too.
I know. Dude,
Yeah.
we're going to go on a tour. Yeah, we're going on a tour. Let's go on a tour, man. So how do you, as the executive chef, like decide, how do you figure out, like, because there's so many iterations, right, of Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah.
Have you ever met George Fraser from Fraser's? He has Fraser's Smokehouse. He has Fraser's Tavern. He has, what is that? Is it Mrs. Chicken? Down the streets, Nashville hot chicken.
Mrs. Chicken, yeah.
So I think George is a great dude, and I've not met many people who love food as much as I do. And George like blew me out of the water. Like, dude, this guy likes food. So I feel like it was partly an excuse for him to just try all of the hot chicken in Nashville. But he was telling us when he was opening up Mrs. Chicken that he's like he went to all these different places in Nashville to try because each one's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So he wanted to see what he wanted to make his. You know, like I said, I think George just wanted to hit up all the hot chicken places. You know, he probably already had his recipe made up. But for you, like, how do you decide to make your signature hot chicken?
I mean, I think everything started from that. You know, trying different places.
Okay.
You know, see which profile is the one that attracts you more, and then just like tweak it a little bit, make it yours.
Yeah.
Okay. And just try different. We ate a lot of fried chicken for a while.
Yeah.
You know, like it was fun, but at the end, a little heavy, but it was great.
Had to drop a few pounds after that one.
Yeah. You know, trying different flours, different ranges, like sauces.
Yeah.
I mean, everything comes to that, you know, start like, I guess like a big variation and start like narrowing it down until you find the right one.
Yeah. And what did you want from it? Like, did you, because let's start with this. What is Nashville hot chicken? What is that compared to like a buffalo chicken?
But to me, it's different completely.
Yeah.
Right. It's different.
Because I know it tastes, that taste for me is different. But like, if I before I even knew like what it was.
But from buffalo, you know, you get the vinegar part, you know, that's the first thing it kicks, you know,
sure.
The vinegar, it's a vinegar made base.
Gotcha.
Sauce.
Yeah.
You know, in Nashville, to me, it's like an oil base.
Okay.
You know, so ours, we make it with oil and just a bunch of spices. You know, we got like, I think 18 spices that we toss it with the oil.
Okay.
You know, and that's our sauce.
Gotcha. Okay. So really the only liquid then in it is just oil.
Oil with dry spices.
Dry spices. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Got, because I know like buffalo sauce is like you said, there's vinegar and there's
cayenne
butter.
Pepper.
Yeah. I'm down for both of them, man. I like them both. I'm partial to buffalo. I like buffalo, but Nashville hot chicken's growing on me too.
Great.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got the hot chick that opened up in 2015 as well.
And out there, if you're out there, we got the buffalo wings grill and the Nashville wings too. Ooh. So if you ever want to try both and decipher which one you like the best,
there we go.
You can do it right there.
I like it, man. I like it. I'm starting a list of stuff that I need to do with the Jocque Concepts. So Buffalo versus Nashville. You guys capturing all of this, right? So what else are some of the highlights of that menu, right? So you've got fried chicken, right?
Fried chicken. I mean, we got fresh biscuits that come with the fried chicken that you get, sandwiches on those biscuits.
Yeah.
I mean, our cocktails are pretty fun in there.
Okay.
You know, it's one of our that's our main thing, you know, our cocktails in there.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. What type? Are you a cocktail guy? Or are you a beer guy? You wine guy?
I don't drink.
You don't drink?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I actually stopped 6 months ago too.
Oh, good.
In February.
Good.
Yeah.
I've been 2 years and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you feel better? Do you feel a big difference?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah. It's just hard getting old and drink at night, you know? And hangovers next day. It's
next days, right?
Next days. Exactly.
Dude, if I had some drinks on Saturday night, it's like Wednesday before I'm feeling all right again, right? And then Thursday, I'm like, I need a drink now. Yeah, dude, you're right. Like that was it for me. It was just a matter of like, man, it's not hitting the same anymore. You know, I have one drink and I got a headache already. And so dude,
thanks.
Congrats to you, man.
Congrats to you too.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. So well then mocktails. Do you guys do any mocktails or anything?
We do
like
at Montauk. We actually do.
Dude, people are killing it with the mocktail game these days.
What it's in right now. I feel
for sure. And some of the Century Grand, we did an episode with at what's it called? Undertow. Several months ago. And I was like, they were like, hey, what do you want to drink for the episode? And I'm like, I don't drink. And he's like, oh, dude, he was excited. He's like, you got to check out some of our mocktails. And I'm like, dude, this is just as good as a cocktail. Yeah. And I've had some that are just kind of just like a sugary kind of thing, which I'm okay with that. Right. But some people that are really elevating on their mocktails, I love that. So you guys at the Hot Chick have some good mocktails.
At the Montauk we do.
Oh, Montauk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But it's so trendy right now. Everybody gets excited talking about mocktails, man.
Yeah,
that's good. I mean,
for sure. Yeah. People are. I think people are enjoying feeling good. You know,
I think so too.
It's crazy that it took us so long. Like, man, it feels good to feel good. You know. So, well, I don't know if Montauk has a mocktail for the spark plug, but
we don't.
I would love to. I would love to be part of the focus group for that. So, well, it's probably just be a cold brew on a coffee ice cube,
exactly.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good with that then. So, and then Hot Chick, was there something in between then? Or was this next?
It's this one next.
This one was next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And the menu here at Eat Up, what can people get at Eat Up?
I mean, it's a small but extends. You know, we got baked potatoes. You know, it's almost a thing that nobody has. You know, and we all love. You know,
for sure.
So we got all kinds of baked potatoes. We got sandwiches. We got salads. We got main entries. You know, you can get steak and a gratin potatoes and broccoli. Not just for you, for your family. You know,
yeah.
You can come and get big trays for the whole family. You don't have to cook.
Nice. I like that. And you don't have to get out of your car either.
Exactly.
If you don't want to, right?
Yeah, what can be better?
Yeah, for sure. Especially this time of the year.
With this heat?
Yeah. I'm in, man.
Yeah.
I'm in. Well, I like that there was something. Oh, the short ribs. You do braised barbecue short ribs? Dang, man.
Sandwich. Man, you have to try it.
Oh, that's a sandwich.
Well, we have it as a sandwich and as an entree.
Okay.
And also on top of the baked potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This list just keeps growing.
I know, man.
It keeps growing.
I know. This tour is going to take a couple of days for me to take you out.
Exactly. Yeah. Full week. Let's wait till it cools down because I'll be sweating after that one. So, and so you guys actually had the dude from the D-backs kind of come here and promote this. Corbin
Carroll. Yeah.
Corbin Carroll. Yeah. So did you get to meet him?
I did.
Cool dude.
I did.
He seems like
nice
a really cool
guy.
Yeah. How did that happen? How do you get connected with he's the dude. Like he's
the guy right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But we have one of our partners. It's he knows a lot of people.
Okay.
You know,
that helps.
He got us a lot of contacts, and I don't know how he knew the guy.
Yeah.
Then he brought it in, and he just collaborated with us having specials. You know, we make a menu, an item menu, like based on him with his likes.
Yeah.
To kind of like sell it in here.
Yeah.
You know, we got signed baseball cards too as a package of that.
Oh,
so it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun working with him.
Nice. I mean, and that's a good one to get, right? Because I I've seen where it's like, oh, we got, NFL player or a former NFL player and nothing that there's anything wrong with that, but they're typically not the big stars. It's hard to nail down the big stars, right? Yeah. Where Corbin, like that's like
exactly. Yeah. All-star of the year.
Yeah. Dude. That's really cool. Well, but before we wrap this up, let's take a quick break.
A real quick reminder, head over to atasteofaz.com and subscribe to our email newsletter. Also, subscribe to A Taste of AZ magazine and get it shipped right to your door. Now let's get back into today's episode.
All right, man. I mean, my mouth is watering. I had a protein shake this morning, so I'm especially hungry. Right?
Same here. Yeah. Protein shakes just fill you up for like 5 minutes, and then you're like, oh man, as soon as you leave home.
For sure. Yeah. Like I think I was rinsing out the container as I'm like, I'm still hungry, man. So Hector, what's the future look like for Jocque Concepts? Like you guys have, 4 places here in the Valley, right? 3 in California.
3 in California.
Okay.
Yep.
What's next?
Well, we got a few places coming up.
Okay.
I don't have that much information
yet.
Yeah. But
we're putting you on the spot, man. Give me names, give me websites.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it will be like in the few next months.
Yeah.
I'll say a couple of places that we're working on.
Okay.
And
in the
couple
Valley?
more early. Yeah, in the Valley. Yeah.
Okay.
Old Town Scottsdale.
Nice.
Yeah. And next year, probably a couple more.
Okay.
So more places for you to try, man.
For sure, man. For sure. Part two of the food tour.
Yep.
You're eating side by side with me, right? We're going pound per pound.
Yep.
All right, cool. So with being your official title with Jocque Concepts is executive chef, right?
Yes.
What does that entail, right? Because for me, like I have pretty limited knowledge on the whole, chefdom or whatever you would call it, right? And so for me, it kind of makes sense when you've got one place or like one concept, right? But when you have multiple concepts, that's got to complicate things as an executive chef, right? So what do you do? Like, what does your day-to-day look like?
But yeah, it's not easy, but it's fun,
Sure.
It's always,
well, it seems like I would say you like shaking things up. You like different stuff happening.
Yeah. And it's always fun, being from one place to another, you don't have to be in one, but the stress is, it's good.
Yeah.
We have, I'm lucky I have like kitchen managers. They've been with me for years, like I have like people for like 10 years, 12 years that has been working with me for a long time that I've been training and know how they work and everything. And those are the people that I have in charge in like different places.
Okay.
So day to day is like stopping by the places, do a quick tasting, just randomly, to the next place and do a taste, spend a little bit of time in there.
Yeah. Okay. So your days in the kitchen, like you're not really cooking much these days, or are you, if needed?
Hardly. Building more menu recipes than working the line.
Yeah. Gotcha. Because it seems like you have good people in place for that, right?
I do. Yeah. Luckily, yes.
Yeah. Did that take a while to get those right people in place, or were you pretty lucky?
Yes, man. It's so hard to find good people now.
Yeah.
And these people that I have, it's like they've been, like I said, for like years. They grow up like from like being dishwashers or cooks. I keep training them and teaching them until like they're the level of kitchen managers. I really like people who comes with me to all the places.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are people that like really really get excited about the opportunity too.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
With all the places you guys have, it seems like there's so much opportunity within the company, right? Because it's not just like, I'll move up to this position and then this position. It's like, you could go over here, you can go into marketing, you could go into this or that. So yeah, that's
what I told, my new employees, like we have several restaurants, there's all kinds of positions, sky's your limit.
Yeah.
Like I told them about our people who started as a dishwasher and move up to kitchen managers with time.
Yeah.
And that's a great opportunity for people. Yeah. Myself, that's an example,
For sure. Yeah. So for you particularly, where do you want to, like, where when all's said and done and you're sipping tea on the shore of your lake house, right? What would you have want to have accomplished, like with food and being a chef?
What
meaning, like, I guess, what's a big picture look like for you? Like, as far as like, is it just continuing to build and open up more concepts? Is it own your own concepts? Is it anything like that?
No, I feel like continue opening. Yeah. Working like here.
Okay.
Like it's entertaining and it's fun and it's, have a fun job. It's the best thing ever,
Yeah. When it seems like you work for a great company too.
Exactly. Yeah. Spending 17 years with the company. Yeah. It's a long time.
Yeah. That's good. 17 years is, it's a long time, man.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it is. I'd say that's half my life, but it's less than half my life. I'm 45, so a third of my life approximately. So, well, dude, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us, to set this up. I know you're a busy guy. I just keep an eye out on Jocque Concepts to see what's opening up in the future.
Please.
And I'm sure you guys have all the social medias and all the websites and all that kind of stuff, right?
We do. Yeah.
That you don't have to worry about, right? You don't have to take care of any of that stuff.
No, I don't even have social media.
Really? Nice, man, dude. That's you're inspiring me today.
Yeah.
You are. Yes. That's good. That's a good thing. Dude, Hector, thanks so much for
jumping
on the mic, man, and keep up the good work, dude.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you.